Cursing, glad to see you back.
It's peaceful. Yeah. Lord, I just thank y'all for the prayers. I'm blessed. We are truly blessed.
Amen. That's just so. Lady, my father.
I'm just like Kirsten said, I'm enjoying the peace. I'm glad Bishop
Show is straight.
tell me here, because he sure got on my nerves last week.
I'm gonna have to come and put the peace in him, because no ma'am.
Y'all say it's peace around.
It is. It's truly quiet. It's peaceful. Y'all hear that?
No, Bishop.
Ooh, no suave.
Damn, Team Maisie made this.
Alright, welcome back to another episode of Minds of Millennials, and today we will be talking about the military. We got a special guest here, a honorable guest, my mother.
Hello.
And would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Karen Damer. I'm from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I have two beautiful kids, one right there, my son, Brian, and hey, let's get it rolling.
Okay.
Alright, so Mom, what branch did you serve in?
Oh, I served in the greatest military, the United States Air Force.
Okay, alright. What was your job title?
Well, while in the military for over 17 years, your job title can change. So, like my last job title, when I got out of the military, I was in charge of an office which was NCOIC, the Commander Support Staff.
Okay, that's cool. So when you first started, what was your initial job title?
Oh,
When you first went in?
I don't even think I had one.
Okay. So
I
you're just a member of the Air Force when
Right,
you first joined.
right. I mean, you're like you have steps, like I was an apprentice. So
Okay.
it was just different levels to it.
Okay. Was it hard, like moving up in the military? Is it hard?
Well, in the Air Force specifically, to gain rank, you have to take a test. So, and that test consists of two different parts, like your job, knowing your job, and this other book that is called it used to be PFE, but now it's PDG. So it's talking about like the military history, rigs, and that type of stuff.
Okay. And trust me, you'll know when they trying to go up in rank, cause you'll start knowing stuff that they supposed to know. Like the Air Force Creed, I remember it was like, you know what? I'm not gonna even say it because I ain't gonna mess it up. But why the Air Force?
Well, our background in our family, we have like over just the guys, the men in the family, they have like over 75 years of military service. And then to include my brother, me, I have another cousin that was in. So I know we well over probably at least 100 maybe.
Yeah. Wow.
Years of serving. But yeah. I ain't gonna say I knew I wanted to join the military because I was in school. I had got a scholarship to play basketball, and then I think I got tired of school, and and I went into the military.
So it kind of sounds like to me, is it like more, was it like a family tradition you wanted to carry on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would say it was.
Okay.
Okay. So can you remember what went through Nana and Papa's head? Like, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna go into the military. Like,
Okay, so my brother, he was already in the military. So I think it was kind of like a smooth transition because I was you know, had finished school at Pearl River, and then I was working, and so I had brought home, I had like went to the military recruiter and got like pamphlets, and I remember bringing them home and putting them on the table, and my daddy was like, "What's this stuff for?" And I said, "I was thinking about joining," and he was just like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, so it wasn't like they was like mad or anything, they was just went with it.
Okay. So, like, okay, you get into the military, you're in the military now, like say going into basic, and you're thrown in with all these different people, all these different ethnicities, all these different cultures. How did you like take it?
I don't know. I just roll with it. I just it was just something that I just wanted to do, and I guess I had made my mind up that I was going to be dealing with different people, different ethnicities, cultures, and all that. So just go with it.
So would you say like it was hard? Like, was it hard to absorb into those, like, you know, into different groups, or like get to know certain people? Like, say, like, okay, even though me and Danita went to school together, like, you know, we instantly like clicked. Did you instantly click with, you know, different people?
Well, me personally, I'm like a social butterfly. So I talk to everybody. So and then where my job was, I had to interact with my whole squadron. So I just got in there and just did what I had to do.
Oh, so you didn't have no fear, you would just...
Yeah, I just jumped in.
Was it hard to leave your family for the military?
Yes, it was, because you know we're a close knit family. But I mean, it was an adventure. I wanted to like travel and see the world and stuff. So
That's amazing. Like, did you gain any like family members like for life?
Oh yeah. I still talk to people that I went to basic training with, and that was like 6 weeks, and I'm still in touch with them to this day.
You gain lifelong
Family
friends.
friends. No matter where you go, you
It's like
always
college.
gonna have somebody to, you know. That is amazing. And you know, I remember like sometimes we would be in random stores as children, and you know, seeing somebody that you haven't seen in years, and y'all just pick back up right where you left. Like it wasn't awkward. It wasn't, you know, just picked up. Would you say like when you traveled the world, did you gain a new perspective on being from this small town in Mississippi? Then you're thrown out into this huge, this wide world. Did it change your perspective, like widen your mind, your...
Like one place we were stationed at was Japan, and that was just like a culture shock. You know, coming from, you know, like she said, this small, you know, hometown, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and then go to Japan, and it's just like, wow. So, and they do things totally different. I mean, I can't get into it, all of it, but I mean, it was just, it was a good thing, you know?
So how hard was the ASVAB?
You know, coming straight out of like high school, I would say that it would be kind of like easy, because you know, you still got your, you know, your cells, your brain is, yeah, your thinking cap. But I thought it was fairly easy. You know, it's different components. Yeah, it's like a math, a general science. They asked about mechanical stuff, and I was just like, oh no, I ain't know nothing about that.
So do your scores predict like what job you can get?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So if you're more like, if you would have did mechanical, they would have been trying to throw you into mechanics.
Right.
Or if you're more of a math person, you've been more in like the aerospace.
Like
kind
medical.
Of, yeah.
Medical is good with math.
All right, and I'm gonna ask this from that. As soon as you get your scores and they're like, bet you're in, they send you or give you a date to ship off, and this is known as basic. Tell me about it. How did you feel about it?
Okay, so I was nervous because for one, my brother, he was in the army and he was telling me about some of the stuff that he had to do in basic, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do that. And I was so scared of those, I don't know the name of it, but they had those sticks and it had the big, like, cushiony thing on the end, and you have to, like, hit at each other with it. And I was so nervous about that. So he was like, y'all don't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. So basic was, it was all right. I enjoyed it. You know, it was, yeah.
So how did you like prepare yourself before you, like mental health, like, you know, physically wise?
Well, I was already in shape.
Yeah.
Because I played basketball, so the run, the PT, but we really didn't run at the beginning. Our PT like consisted of riding a bike, a stationary bike.
This is not
Stop.
Your This
Stop.
is not helping.
But the Air Force is the greatest Air Force.
Yeah.
The greatest military in the world.
Because I know there's some Marines that's probably gonna watch this, some Army, you know, and they would have.
We always go back and forth. We always go back and forth.
Yeah, they always say Air Force bikes like cookie.
Yeah, they call us the chair
Chair
force.
force.
But let me tell you, whenever y'all need a bomb dropped, y'all call the Air Force to
drop
bring
it
it
on.
in. To bring it in.
I need some milk.
So were you scared to fly before you went?
Oh no,
No.
no.
I'm scared to fly.
Really?
You ain't gonna die. You be alright.
Yeah.
A lot of people scared of it. What, you scared of heights?
Not really. It's just being in an airplane. Just
With everything going on?
not
or
claustrophobic.
just-
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. I'm not claustrophobic. I'm scared to fly an airplane. I flew one time though, but
Well, how did you do?
Yeah, was it bad?
the weather was bad. I guess.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I guess that's what made it
Okay.
made it bad for me. But
Yeah.
But like, what key factors would you say has been instilled in you since you joined the military? Like, what can you say changed about you, or like, you know, I was in the Air Force ROTC, and you know, integrity, excellence in all you do, you know, everything. What did you just like really get instilled, like drilled inside of you?
I would say all of those, you know, it's integrity, because you have to always be truthful with everything that you do. But I would say teamwork. I mean, I don't want to say I was like, you know, this lone or another, but teamwork was really, really instilled in me, because you need the team to make sure the mission is done.
right.
Okay. Freddie boy,
What?
Danita.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I can see what she's saying, because it's always good to, you know, work together. You can get a lot of stuff done when you have more than one, you know, more than one hand in the pot, you know. So
Let me ask you this. So, do you feel like the military kind of broke you down, like your bad habits, and kind of helped you out with some bad habits?
I can't think of no bad habits. Let me see. I don't
maybe
know.
like, you know, what made me think about when he said that, like, I know a lot of military people, they like to start on time, you know.
Oh,
So
you didn't even have to go there.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're talking about, friend.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
like-
know,
like some bad
did it
things.
change some of your bad habits? 'Cause I know, like, sometimes, you know how they say, you know, we be on CP time sometimes. So,
Yeah.
did it,
Well, that one I didn't have no issue with, because in the military, I don't know if it's like all of them, but I know the Air Force, like, if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
like,
Mhm.
right.
So that type of stuff, like, even now that I'm a civilian, I still like go by that rule. But
Cause what squadron was that? 13th ASOP. On time, on target.
yeah, I work with the TAC Ps. But yeah, on time, on target. They called in airdrops, called in the airstrikes. I love that job.
That's crazy. And so it's just like,
So So with all that being said, do you think you would do it all over again?
Oh yes, I would. I would. I would. I loved it. You know, just going to all the different places. Even though I was just overseas, I went to Japan and Korea. But I would love to go to like Italy, Germany,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, all those. That's one thing about like being in the military, you can travel and you get
For
to
free,
see
huh?
those, yes. And you just going over to do your job. And when you get done with your job, go over there and explore. Because
Right.
some people get to some of their bases and just be like down in the
Yeah.
dumps. No, you got to go out and explore.
That's amazing.
Do you have you picked any places you went to, or they kind of
Yes.
ship you? Oh, you did.
Mm-hmm. I did. I went to Korea for a year. I left my baby for a whole year. She stayed with Nana and Pawpaw. But after that, I was able to go to Keesler because I wanted to be closer to home, and I got that. And then after that, I was able to go to Japan.
Now I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there, y'all. And all y'all that's joining the military, you might not get, you know, that favor of going to where you want to go.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, I've
you-
never. Oh, go ahead.
You can put in all you want to sometimes, and it's just gonna be a roll of a dice type thing. If it happens, then it happens. But if it don't,
Yeah,
Wow.
they'll send you where the military needs you. Yeah,
Mm.
but I know some places like North Dakota, South Dakota, those are always on the
well,
list because people don't want to go there because it's cold.
Oh,
But you know what? Some people be like, I like to hunt, and they can get some good hunting in up there. So
That's true.
So with going traveling with the military, like you said, because at first I was thinking like when you go on a mission or whatever have you, you just going out there specifically to do your job. It's not no downtime, but it's not downtime. But it sounds like, you know, once you go out there, you work your shift. You do have, you know, some leisure time.
yes,
Okay.
yes, and then on top of that, you get leave. I mean, you work pretty much like 7 to 4 or 7 to 5, depending on what your job is. There's other shifts like mid shift, depending if you like working on an aircraft or whatever. But yeah, I mean, and then you can take leave. I think you get 2.5 days a month, and you know that can build up, and that's when you can, you know, go home depending on where you're at. You know, you can go home on leave.
now I know a lot of times you can't get away, or like, you know, you miss out on a lot of family events because, you know, you only have so much time, or
Right.
time can get denied as well. So how did you feel about that? Like, you know, not being able to be with family and friends, seeing them over here have a good time, and not being able to go to family reunions, or, you
those
know,
are the worst.
or missing your best friends, hanging out, doing what y'all used to do.
Yeah.
Do you have any funny stories from boot camp, basic?
No. I just did what I need to do and get up out of
And
there.
get up out of there.
Right,
Yeah,
especially especially basic. You know, you want to do your 6 weeks. I think it went up maybe to 8 weeks. I can't remember, but yeah.
Like, you don't have no funny stories from when you was in basic.
No, we couldn't do nothing.
No, I'm talking about like when you left. I know what story I want you to say, but I don't know if you're gonna say it.
I don't know. Basic.
When
We were-
a certain friend sent you something in the mail that you wanted.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. So my best friend, I'm not gonna call her name because she probably will watch. But when we have mail call, we had to go into the day room, and we would have to sit around like in a semicircle, and the MTI, the TI was sitting there, and he would be issuing out mail, and I had a envelope, and it was kind of like, you could tell it was something in there. So they called my last name. They call you by your last name. And they was like, what is in here? You know, like, what is going on? Because, you know, that could be like
It's my
contraband.
business.
No, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You wish. So he said, stand up here and open it.
Oh, made you open in front of
Yes.
everybody? Wow.
Yes.
Sir, that is illegal.
So it was a letter in there, but she had.
What did she put in there?
Okay, me and my best friend, we love going to Taco Bell. And we always got like a Nacho Bell Grande.
Mm.
This girl sent me a tortilla chip in there, and it was all crunched up.
Yeah.
And then she sent me a dirty ear Q-tip.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm opening. We were silly.
Yeah.
So I'm opening this up, and they was just like, disgusting. You know, and I'm so embarrassed. I'm just like, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her. But yeah, that was one good thing. But I mean, I knew the inside joke, and it made me. I was never nervous, but it just kind of brought me back. Like, oh, that's my best friend from home sent me something. So yeah, thanks.
So the only thing she sent you was a little tortilla chip with a dirty
Yeah,
Q-tip.
yeah. Yeah, we're sick. We're sick.
You got to tell us the inside joke. You know the inside joke?
No.
No,
I
you
don't think I do.
I don't think she won.
I don't. Cause no telling with those two, I can't. I'm not for me to understand. But would you say, okay, after boot camp, there's a thing called AIT. Now, what does that consist of?
Okay, so AIT is the Army military school.
Mm-hmm.
Air Force is, it just tech school. Duh.
Oh, tech school.
Yeah, tech school. So
What did that consist of? Tech
oh,
school?
just learning your job. Just learning your job.
Just paperwork and like testing and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
So basically, it's like an in-depth
say it's a
study
college.
of
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
Okay.
College. But you have instructors and they just teach you what your job is.
How long is that usually? How long is that teach?
Oh, it depends on tech school.
Tech school. I'm sorry.
But it is dependent on your job. Like my job was admin in the military, so my tech school was really short. It was probably like 4 weeks, and it was at Keesler. So it just depends on what your job is. You go to different bases. So like medical, I think that was at Shepherd. That's in Texas. Mine was at Keesler, but Keesler have like I'm sorry, communications. Com school, admin. I'm trying to think of what else they have. I don't know if they have flight line. What is the flight line? Radar. I believe they have radar. They have electronic. So it's probably like maybe 4 or 5 jobs down there at Keesler.
So with admin, that's like, I know you said you work in the office. You worked in the office a lot?
Yeah.
Administration, so like you did like a lot of paperwork with bringing people in the military?
No, it was just for that squadron.
Okay.
Okay, so a squadron can consist of like maybe 350 people. So you're doing like all their administrative stuff, like EPRs, decorations.
What is it?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, all these acronyms.
It is a lot of acronyms. So EPRs is enlisted performance report. So like every year you'll get that. OPRs, that's for officers. That's pretty much officers.
Okay.
Decorations. Let's see what else they do. Any and everything. I say we're the jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Master of none.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So paperwork. So basically filling out paperwork for your squadron.
Yeah.
Your squadron that you're over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that boring?
Hmm?
Was that boring? Filling out paperwork?
Was it
it
boring?
filling out paperwork?
No.
Cause when when you in the office, like I don't want to compare, but like when you was like the student aide in the office in high school, you knew everything. You all up in the tea, all up in me.
That's what I was about to say. That's probably how that is.
Yeah.
And then she still get to interact with people too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No matter what, you're still gonna know everybody, and they gonna know you because you in charge of the paperwork. So they gotta make sure they good with the paperwork lady because I don't want my stuff to get messed up.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, so if you had a chance, would you do basic all over, or would you do tech school all over?
I would do both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both Hopeful.
BOFFUE.
Exactly.
I guess it was for you because
You wouldn't make it, huh?
child.
No.
ROTC was enough for me. They would, let's do an Indian run. Excuse me? I don't run, sir. I don't run.
So we didn't do that type of stuff. I mean, like, probably when I was with the TACPs, we would probably do something like that because that's kind of extreme.
Like rucks and
Yeah. So,
like, okay, how would you say your family and friends reacted, like, once you came back from, because you get to see them after tech school, or
depending on if you take leave.
like, I mean, like, for graduation, everybody just like, ooh, no, just me.
Wait.
No.
Like, they weren't like, oh, yes, you're finally coming back home, or like,
I just popped up.
Boom.
Yeah.
Like that.
I don't think it was like a huge thing. Yeah. I mean, we linked up, but.
So when you get out of tech school, do you get your base there? Like, where you gonna be going from there, or do you get it?
Yes. Yeah. When you finish tech school, you'll get your orders to where you're going. Because I know whenever I was at tech school, which was at Keesler, I went to like the admin place or whatever, and then they at first I was going to Nellis, which is in Nevada. I was like, oh my god,
What part of Nevada?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yeah, it was Las Vegas.
Oh, you serious?
No,
Yeah.
it's Las Vegas.
No, and then
It was lit out there.
I didn't get to go. I got diverted. I went to Luke Air Force Base, which is in Arizona. Yeah, and that's what she from. She ain't from Hattiesburg, y'all. Y'all, she ain't from.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't lie to these folks. But I'm just saying, like, you know, God has a plan for you. No matter what you think, God always has a plan. Because I told my mama that before. She got diverted. Okay, you were supposed to go to Nellis, and then you were supposed to go somewhere else, weren't you? You told me you were supposed to go somewhere else too, or Texas or something. She talked. But anyway, she got diverted to Luke and met my father, and here I am.
Imagine, if she didn't go, you gonna be there.
Ooh, that's what I'm saying. So that's
you
what I'm
probably,
saying.
you probably be here, but you gonna be yourself.
But I'm just like, that's why God has a purpose for everything. You never know. You never know where He's gonna put you at the right time.
Right.
But how, like, okay, you on this first base by yourself. How did you manage? Because I want you to tell people how they think the military get paid, but they don't get paid. Like, because you're by yourself, you know, how did you manage your money management skills, time management skills, and your mental health? Like, you know, keeping sane. Because you're by yourself, you know.
Okay, so at Luke, I happen to have a supervisor that was from Mississippi, that was from Natchez. So she took me under her wing, and I still talk to her to this day. And so that was like, you know, familiar for me, you know. So you have your squadron, they take care of you. You know, you just, because they know that you're new, and they done been through it as well. So that was it. I mean, they just took me under their wing, and that's pretty much the Air Force. You always have a wingman. That's what they call it now, the wingman. So, and then getting paid. So I stayed in the dorm, and I didn't have a car. So that came in with my supervisor. She would come and pick me up, take me to her house, and cook, and all that good stuff. And I just stayed with her a lot.
Shout out to the supervisor.
Right.
That's nice.
Because I know, like, a lot of people try to think as a military, oh, well, they getting that paper because they see, you know, other people driving these cars or, you know, doing this and doing that. But you know,
Yeah. Whenever you make rank, you know, you get more money. But yeah, that basic pay is.
Trash.
And then on top, of that, like when you stay in the dorm, they feed you. It's a cafeteria. So we used to call it chow hall, but it's.
So do you have to pay like room and board?
Oh no.
Okay.
That's free.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, oh.
That's why most
That's a
people.
scam. I was about to say,
That's why most
that's a
people
scam.
just stack their money.
Yeah.
That's why you just stack your money until you get,
Yeah, I
Right.
would do
get
that.
out.
Because it's like Airman Basic, Airman A1C, and then Senior Airman. When you hit Senior Airman, they try to like, you know, push you out into the, you know, getting an apartment or something.
But you don't have to. You don't want to.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
Yeah, you got. She said you got to push them
Oh,
out.
okay.
Push them
You
out.
said push you
Yeah.
out. Like,
time to push up and that's goodbye.
Yeah.
You already.
Find an apartment with some of your friends.
Yeah, and that's what they most likely do.
Yeah. They do.
We grow real fast.
Right. I said,
I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you had to do it all over again, would you choose the Air Force all over again?
Yeah.
Not the Marines.
No.
Not
You
the
won't be here. I remind you that. You won't be here.
Right, I didn't even ask you all that. I didn't even ask you all that.
So of course she gonna do it all over again because she wouldn't have to.
You know what?
I would have
you the
my
oldest?
Yes.
Yes. So what tip or tricks would you inform any of the followers right now, if it would be a young person or an older person, that what questions do they need to be asking the recruiter? What lies do you need to debunk right now? Tell them like, hey,
I'm not about to call them out.
I mean not call them out, but like, you know.
But you know, the recruiters, they have to meet a quota. And so back in the day when I went through, they would tell you anything. But I mean, I was pretty much like, because I came from a military family,
Right.
I kind of knew, you know, what to expect. But yeah, just ask questions. Don't go in there. Do your research.
First do your research.
Yeah,
Please
do your
do
research. There's so much stuff out there on the internet now. I mean, they even show you like how basic is, tech school, or anything. How to like set up your whole drawer whenever you in basic. It's crazy. I ain't gonna say it's crazy, but it's but they do show you.
Yeah.
You know, show you how to set up everything. And to this day, like I still fold my towels the same
And you
way.
can make your bed the same way? Okay.
Yeah, I guess that one.
It's like instilled in
So
you.
that's like one of those
Yeah.
things that Fred
Like, it's like basically if you don't like it big, make it
when I
better,
drop that
bigger.
penny on there, it'll bounce.
Yes, and they do that.
They do? Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Mm.
Yes.
So y'all.
I don't know if they do it now, but like
They did
it's
it to
a
y'all.
yeah. It's sometimes I feel like it does change. You know, it evolves, but
I ain't gonna. You know what I'm gonna
What?
say? Cause I'm saying like it don't change. That cleaning thing is. Ooh. I'm not playing, y'all. I'm not playing. My mom could walk in the house. What's that smell? Excuse me. I have a bowl of cereal. I'm sorry. Like my mom wanted her house tip top shape. Like don't have my house messy, but that's a good thing, you
Yeah,
know.
it's a good thing.
But it's just like.
yeah.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, are you like that?
I mean, sometimes.
She ain't like that.
Nah, she's not like that.
She probably come in your house and be like, now Kirsten, you know better.
Oh, woo.
Oh!
You know, child, don't do that.
That's why she shaking her head like me. You
Yeah.
just don't know.
Yeah.
Cause she wants it like perfect. If it's not,
And I know she got to live her own life. You know her.
But
her
you were
own
not
thing.
raised like that.
Exactly.
I know, right?
do you know?
Like your mama raised you right.
You know what, Fred? Don't do that. Don't do that.
You were not
You in
raised
my
like
business.
that.
Don't do that.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
But like, I remember like when you was in the military and you like some of the stories, or you know, you would say how some of these people would go out and get tricked because they didn't have a credit score and they went out and got one of the best cars.
Yeah.
That's a
Or
lot.
because the recruiters was just like, yeah, you can get that charter, you can get that vehicle.
Yeah, because you'll get a signing bonus. Now that was back in the day. I hate to keep saying that.
Because you gotta remember, she's been in the military for 17
Yeah,
years.
and
So
a lot has changed. So I don't know, but my son is about to get ready to go to the military. We have to go talk to him. So
they may be advertising it differently now.
Right.
I'm sure they
I heard them signing bonuses are nice though.
So you are gonna be able to go with him when he goes to be recruited?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When he go talk to
How
him.
old is your son?
He is 18.
18? Okay.
Is he 19?
Oh,
Brian is 19.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Brian, you gotta be 19.
He is 19. He'll be turning 20. I know. I'm sorry.
She asked you was like, you were just quiet.
You know, I was sitting there because I'm just like flabbergasted. You know what, Brian?
No. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with him. You know, just to sit and listen.
As you should.
Yeah, and see what they say, because sometimes they used to tell you like, you'll get a signing bonus and all this, but you just don't know that signing bonus is over that whole.
It's gonna be broken up
Yeah.
between you. Ain't
It's
gonna
not
just get
a lump sum.
$100,000 when you
Yeah.
first sign on.
Yeah.
Not saying that stuff out.
Yeah.
You can't be not be smart. I heard that.
Yeah.
It depends on you smart or not.
Yeah.
That's what really get the money.
Yeah.
People that's like
That's
really
smart.
smart. So Brian gonna mix.
Yeah, because they look at you like an asset to the
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is true. That is true.
I respect that.
Mhm. But
Wow.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the experiences. I enjoyed what they taught me. And
You have to make me go sign up for
yes,
this.
honey.
I thought you said Lee was bad.
Oh,
Are they bad?
you know what?
Damn, Fred.
My baby didn't.
Fred
I was
just-
asking.
Just
I've been helping you out there.
pretty boy. I know you ain't talking.
I'm speaking now.
Oh, yeah, he real talking. You know what? Wait till we get off this camera.
Oh.
Well, I
I
thank
will
y'all
call
for
police.
calling in and zooming in and doing whatever y'all are watching this through your iPad, your Android, your iPhone, whatever it is. Thank you for tuning in to us and showing us love. Don't remember, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our videos. We are going up in views, and we see y'all. We love y'all, and we appreciate it. And we ask that y'all keep tuning in. We love y'all. Bye.
Peace.